Ms. Berry? Yes. So I noted your objection, criminal history. What else were you citing?
Her tickets are definitely of concern, and the fact that she was on probation was, but we didn't talk about that. So her criminal history and
Mr. Ferraro?
How's it going?
Yeah, good. Have a seat. We'll be right with you.
All right.
Got it.
Good afternoon. My name is Parole Officer McLeese. Today is Thursday, February 13th, 2025, and this is a hearing of the Connecticut Board of Pardons and Paroles. Following board members are present this morning and present today, and by stating their names on the record, certify that they have reviewed all statutorily required documents and available pertinent information in preparation of this hearing.
good afternoon. I'm panel member Berry.
Good
I'm
afternoon.
Ellen Sapo Sassoon.
Nancy Turner.
Good afternoon.
Please state your name and inmate number for the record.
Peter Ferraro, 3388889.
This hearing is being conducted in consideration of the parole application for Peter Ferraro Jr., number 338889. He is serving a sentence of 6 years flat for 2 counts of harassment second, 2 counts failure to appear first, violation of probation, robbery first, conspiracy to commit burglary third, illegal possession of a weapon in a motor vehicle, interfering with an officer, carrying a dangerous weapon, illegal operation of motor vehicle under the influence and weapon in a correctional institution. As of today, records reflect a parole eligibility date of June 15th of 24. There is no victim input in this case. There is an offender accountability plan for this offender. Mr. Ferraro has not participated or completed in any programs since incarceration. Utilizing the statewide collaborative offender risk evaluation system, the offender's overall risk falls within the very high range risk of recidivism. Mr. Ferraro, this is your opportunity to express to the board why you believe you should be granted parole. You may begin.
I would say, let's see. Well, I've been in here going on 4 years, like I'm, I've mellowed out, did a lot of thinking. I got job opportunities available. Yeah, I just, I did a lot of thinking. Like I feel like I'm in a good, good mental mindset. Yeah, I just.
Mr. Ferraro, are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Yeah, you're not under the influence of anything, and you're absolutely okay. All right, because it seemed a little.
I'm fine.
Okay, all right. So we appreciate your opening statement. So we're going to ask you some questions. Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Ms. Sapo.
Mr. Ferraro, you have a lot of criminal history of various types. You also said in one of the interviews that you didn't believe in programs unless you have the intention to change. Do you remember saying that?
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I go by that. A program's not gonna do nothing for you. Like if you don't want to change, then that program, you could just sit there and go through the motions. You get what I'm trying to say? It's like, that's my point of view on it. It could, if it's wrong, it's wrong. But I'm just saying, like, if you don't have the will to change, if you're not going to change, you could just sit in a program and just fake it. Like, you got to really want to change. You got to want to do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? A program ain't going to do it.
Are you saying that you're not at that point yet where you want to change, so you didn't want to take any of these programs?
No. I'm saying I do want to change, and I am at that point to change. It's just if whether I did a program or not isn't going to affect, it's not going to do nothing for me. You got to be ready to change on your own. You got to have the willpower to not touch this drug. You got to do that on your own. The program ain't going to do that for you. You got to have that willpower to do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well, I think
whether I did a program ain't going to affect anything. That, like, just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I think it does. I mean, the programs are designed to help you get into that mindset.
And that's why when they asked me for the like about a month ago if I wanted to do tier 2, I said yes. Like, you know, I'm not gonna refuse it. Like, I'll still do it. I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
it's not, you know. Like,
so what are you doing? How do you spend your time while you're in this facility without the benefit of doing programs? What are you doing to keep busy?
I'm always occupied. Like, I do you know, like I'm real spiritual. Like, I you know, I do like my prayers every day. Then I read the Bible. Like, that's like my main routine. Everything else is around that. That's what I base everything off. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm real spiritual with you know.
So your drug and alcohol score is a 4, and it says that your drugs and alcohol of choice, you were drinking, and then there was marijuana and Suboxone. Can you tell me a little bit about what you perceive your addiction to be and how that contributed to some of your crime spree?
Well, it wasn't really yeah, there was a couple of those cases do revolve around I drank too much, and you know, I basically blacked out. I don't remember a couple like the breaking and entering one you might see. Like, I drank too much one night, and a neighbor said I was banging on his door. They gave me, I think it says attempted burglary or attempted break and enter, attempted burglary. Like, so I don't know. It was weird. Like, I don't even remember. I don't even remember. But that was one of the cases that violated my probation. That's why I got all this time right now. Just, it was numerous, like little things like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm gonna stop you right there, Mr. Ferraro. I don't think that any of these are little things, including the fact that you were probably so drunk that you couldn't differentiate between one house and another on the street on which you lived.
That's what I'm saying.
Serious.
You
also threatened someone at the train station, and you took a wallet at knife point. You have a very interesting history, but there's interfering, and there's weapons, and there's drugs, and there's harassment, and more weapons, and burglaries. And you don't feel like you are going to benefit from the period of incarceration and take advantage of programs?
Well,
to help you?
That's why I told him yes when they came and asked me about the tier 2. I told him, yeah, I'll do it. I said it can't hurt, right? Like, I said I'll do it. Can't hurt.
What did you need a sharpened toothbrush to protect yourself from when you first entered the facility in June? You were found with a sharpened toothbrush?
I've been going through a lot of crazy stuff in my life, and I felt like I needed that. Like, I've been going through a lot of like crazy stuff, like threats, all types of crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I felt like I needed that. You know what I mean? Not necessarily like to do anything with it, just for like a safety precaution. Like for example, like a cop or anybody who has a gun license, like, they're not going to use it, but they have it just in case for that 1% chance or whatever. You know what I mean? It was one of them type of situations. Like, I didn't want to use it. I just had it for that just in case. Like, if I get attacked, maybe it could save my life one day. Like, one of them type of situations. I'm saying?
Mr. Ferraro, do you take responsibility for any of the actions that are listed on these multiple pages that I have showing your criminal history?
Yeah, I've been in jail 4 years on this case, and then I did 7 years for the robbery. That is taking responsibility, right? Right?
You seem indignant that we're asking you these questions.
Nah, of course I take responsibility. I've been in jail all these years. What do you mean? Isn't that take responsibility? Like,
that's accountability.
Yeah.
What?
That's accountability, not responsible.
No, I don't deny it. Like, I accept what I did, and I accept the time they gave me, and you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
So What have you done while you've been incarcerated to address your drug and alcohol issues?
What have I? Well, the greatest thing that happened to me since I've been in here was my spiritual, my spiritual awakening, like getting in tune with with God and stuff. That was the greatest thing that happened to me since I've been in here. Like I'm really like that's what I base my day around. Like I do my prayers, read my Bible every day. I go to mass and all that. Like that's my favorite. Like that's the best thing that happened to me because I wasn't into that when I first came in. You get what I'm saying? Like that happened through like situations in here, and I eventually like got onto that. Like I wandered onto that path. You know what I'm saying? But that's the thing that I could say is the best thing that happened to me since coming in here. Like that's the best thing that happened to me. Get like that relationship, like that relationship with God. That's the best thing that happened to me since I've been in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your chronic discipline status and your disciplinary reports.
Yeah.
You've had over 24 discipline reports.
Yep.
So that's not something that we look on as, appropriate institutional adjustment. What's going on that you've accrued almost, I think, 26 DRs in the last 4 years?
It says 26.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know the exact number. No, it was definitely a lot. I just didn't know the exact number.
Well, now you do.
Yeah, that's crazy. Damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
No, but they're right there, so I can't deny them. But I'm just saying, if you check the last 4 months, I've been ticket free. Like I've really been like trying to chill out. Like if you look, I haven't caught a ticket in a while. It's been like months, like for at least 4 months. Like I don't even have no tickets pending right now. Like my shit, like they're all clear. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like I have caught a lot of tickets, but as of late, I've been really trying to like just do the right thing. Like just chill. You know what I mean? Not like just chill out. Huh?
okay, I just have one more question. You've been subject of community supervision in the past, Mr. Ferraro, and it hasn't gone well. You've only been successful once, and you failed community supervision 4 times. Do you have anything to say about?
Yeah, I do. One thing I got to say about that, I never went on the run. Like I would go on the run for, like, say I violated, like caught a case or something, I'd turn myself in after like a couple days. I never went on the run for extended period of time. I always had a good report as far as reporting. You know what I'm saying? Like I never went on the run for like extended period of time. I always turned myself in after like 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was in that situation, I never went on the run or nothing like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. Do you, when you are eventually released from this facility, what is your release plan? I'm just kind of curious.
Well, the main thing is stay. I told you I'm really like, I do my prayers and my Bible every day. I definitely got to keep that up. Because I don't want to like get out and then forget about it. You know what I'm saying? There's 24 hours in a day. There's plenty of time to still do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I do my reading, my prayer. You know what I'm saying? So I can still. There's plenty of time to do that in jail or in the world. I'm not worried about that. But then, just a job is the main thing. You know what I'm saying? A job is the main thing, which, if I was to get out or whatever, I got opportunities for a job. Like I already, I discussed that or whatever. But yes, so the job is the main thing. And then not neglecting God, like staying in tune with my prayers and my Bible. That's my biggest thing. Like I revolve everything around that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well,
you know what I mean? Like,
unfortunately, prayers don't pay the bills, Mr. Ferraro. And
no, I get it. I'll do a job. I just said I work, but I'm just saying I won't neglect that. Like I'll make time for that. It only takes an hour or whatever. There's plenty of time in the day to do that. You know what I'm saying?
thank you for talking to me. I'll
You're welcome.
turn it back over to the chairwoman.
Thank you, Ms. Turner.
I have no questions for Mr. Ferraro.
Thank you, Ms. Turner. So just for the record, the state's attorney did submit a letter of objection to your discretionary parole. The state is of the opinion that you're a threat to public safety, so they object.
All right.
Um,
Was he like this?
Okay, so I think that it's clear that Mr. Ferraro would benefit from going to end a sentence and potentially doing some programs. So I think that today I'm going to suggest to my colleagues that we deny based on,
All right, so I'm denied, right? I don't got to talk to you no more?
we can pick a bunch. We can go with criminal history, current offense committed on supervision, inadequate evidence of offender change, inadequate institutional program participation, poor institutional adjustment.
Got all those. Yep, I have all those. Mhm.
And I'm open to anything else.
Okay. I criminal history, nature and circumstance, poor institutional adjustment, inadequate evidence of offender change. What else?
Okay, the way they're listed on mine, just to be clear, I started with criminal history,
Yeah.
current offense committed on supervision, inadequate evidence of offender change, inadequate
I can't hear you. I'm sorry.
inadequate evidence of offender change,
Yes.
inadequate institutional program participation.
Yes.
Ms. Turner said nature and circumstances of the offense, and I also noted poor institutional adjustment. I think we could probably add an adequate release plan if we were so inclined, but that might be overkill.
Well, I think all of these are overkill. So is there any way to reduce these down to, I mean, I guess we could check them all.
Yeah.
But I mean, realistically,
I leave it to your discretion. I'm open to whatever you think, but that was concerning.
I believe that the disciplinary infractions are absolutely concerning. Coupled with his criminal history is very concerning as well. So I think we can agree on those two. And inadequate evidence of offender change or program participation, I think that those, and also nature and circumstance, maybe. Do we want to narrow it down?
You could go without nature and circumstance. I do think inadequate program participation is especially important given his comments about programming.
Okay. So we'll do inadequate program participation and criminal history and poor institutional adjustment. Is that accurate?
Did you want nature and circumstances?
No, we're taking that one out.
Okay, so
Yep.
3.
Just the 3.
Okay.
All right, so with regard to Peter Ferraro, 38889, I move to deny discretionary parole based on his criminal history, his poor institutional adjustment, and his inadequate program participation. We will not have a new hearing. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
This
All in
concludes,
favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
this concludes the hearing for Peter Ferraro, number 338889.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Bussey will be right with you, okay?
No problem.